Hello and welcome or welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year in case this is the first video you guys are watching of 2025. I am following in the tradition I started last year in doing my hauls versus reality video for 2024. So last year, I will link the video in the description box below. I compiled everything I'd bought for the year and showed you the ugly truth behind the amount of stuff I bought, was sent to me, was gifted by family and friends in my colouring hobby, and the amount I've actually kept and the amount I've actually used or liked or loved. And it kind of turned into a full-on what I love, what I hate review, impressions, truth versus reality kind of thing. And I just want to preface this video again, like I did last time, with the fact that I am a channel, so I do buy a lot more stuff than I would if I was just a hobbyist that wasn't filming videos, filming reviews, filming colour alongs, getting requests and being sent things. And it can be quite difficult as a viewer to watch people's channels, see all this stuff and start to think that this mass consumerism is like normal every day, when it's really not. This is not the collection of an everyday person that just wants to colour in a colouring book. This is the collection I have because of my channel. And because I'm a shopaholic and a crazy hobbyist. Let's be honest, it's not just my channel, it's a bit of everything. Do I have a problem? Probably. Do I care about it? Not really. Do I hoard everything? A little bit. But also, do I give things away to family and friends? Do I give things away to people I know? Do I donate things? Do I sell things on eBay? Yes, I do. So, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. So yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to do my 2024 wrap up. So the pile you see before me, and I'm sorry, I am filming on my floor, so I've got as many lights on it as I physically can, and I've made it as bright as I can. I'm just gonna, let's up the exposure a little bit, make you really crazy bright. There we go. So I'm gonna go through everything that I still have to hand, but also I will list everything that I have decluttered. I've got my full list. I do make notes of everything that I purchase or I'm gifted in the year, kind of specifically for hauls and this video. So everything's in it. It's just not all kind of here sat in front of me, because some of it I've gotten rid of. So we're going to start. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. Don't need to see everything for the whole entire time, I don't think. Shall we make a tiny bit of room? I don't know. We'll work our way into it. It's fine. So in January of 2024, these are what I purchased and received. I bought these for myself. I do believe there is a video showing these on the channel. That's a bit of wood for some reason. The 20 set of fancy paint markers, and I'm not going to link every video that I mention. I'll link everything that I remember. So if I've remembered, it's in the description box. Okay, I'll try and link everything I mention. Why not? It's a channel plug, I guess, and my channel really needs it. These are an acrylic paint pen. It says oil based, but realistically, acrylic paint is a water based medium. I do think this just gets lost in translation. These are the medium point. I don't know if they probably do have a fine point. I like these because they're like the Posca ones. They're like a fibre tip. They're the push down tip, and you can hear the little metal ball in there, so they're a proper shaker pen. And because of that, they tend to be like really nicely opaque. I use these for acrylic paint backgrounds, and that's why I did get the slightly bigger size, and I actually really like these. I've just used one of these, actually. Bear with me. I'm going to try and step over the camera without kicking it or knocking it, so if it wobbles a little bit, I can only apologise. You always think you have everything you need, and then you remember something. Spoiler for my finished video, but oh well. So the grey clouds in this are, we'll bring it all the way in. So this grey here, this darker grey, is one of the fancy pens. This grey here and this grey is not, and that is just one quick coat of this pen, and that's why I prefer nib pens. They're just so much more opaque than any of the brush pens ever are. It's quite a nice range of bright colours. You know, for backgrounds, it's just a little bit of fun. On Amazon print books, it's nice and quick. You get, you know, plenty of paint in there. They're quite a big size, and they were really affordable. So I do still use and love my fancy paint pen Marcus. I also purchased in January the 50 slot pencil case. One of these. I like the multi-slot pencil cases that zip, and I just don't fasten them so they look like books, and I use these pretty much exclusively. If I buy a pencil case, it's going to be a multi-zipper. I bought this 50 slot case, and it's currently got my Astra Pasteloves. I've been trying to get all of my pencils into cases so that I'm more likely to use them. So I did purchase a couple this year and quite a few last year, I believe. So what else? I got a 20 set of the base colours of Pan Pastel. Oops, there we go. I've just pulled these out as reference because I have a few sets. I'll be honest, I love these, but I never use them. I'm not a mass fan of messy mediums because I just don't have the time. I don't have the time or the inclination to fanny around, to be honest. But these are beautiful. They last a real long time, especially if you never use them. You know, pretty much last forever. And it came in like a base box set with some of the little trowels and some of the blending sponges. And do I regret these? They were a gift. I don't regret them. I just don't use them. I need to use them. I'm not going to part with them. So I suppose I don't regret them. But, you know, I don't really use them. From there, I received... Where are you? I now have to find things in this pile. Ooh. There we go. This is where we start to make a mess. The 48 Higher Oil Pastels by Paul Rubens. I want to use oil pastels. I want to play with oil pastels. I just never get round to it. And again, I'm not one for a messy medium, and this really is a messy medium. It is something I have been playing around and kind of trying a little bit, and I am hoping to do more oil pastel backgrounds this year. But so far, other than to swatch these, I haven't touched them. They're one set deep, so what you see here is what you get. They're a wonderfully soft, creamy pastel. You know, the colour range is nice enough. I don't know how expensive these things are, I can't remember. If I used oil pastels more, I would be able to give you more information, and I am hoping to use those, and we will see. From there, the books that I purchased or received in January, I did get Crystal Vogel's Ausmal Rice, Welt der Weihnachtswitzel. I don't think I said that right, but I tried. As far as I know, it's just her Christmas book. The paper in these books is beautiful. It's not an Amazon print, it's just slightly nicer. Not super thick, but they technically are one-sided, dependent on how you feel about these little vignettes here. Now, obviously, I do not speak the language, so the bit of information on the left is no use to me. But her characters are very cute and they are beautiful. but I have not touched this book. I'm not a big Christmas colouring fan, and obviously since I did get further down in my pile another Christmas book, the chances that I'll get round to this are very slim. But I have done a mass declutter and this did survive. It has stayed. I have very recently completely rearranged my craft room, and I will be filming a new space tour with you guys, but I've also rearranged the way I keep and store my colouring books into what I think is going to work a little bit better for me. And I've separated them into books I've coloured in and books I haven't. Just because my brain just likes it that way. It feels like the bottom half of my collection is a shop to peruse through, flip through, look through, without having the pressure of needing to get rid of it because I haven't coloured in it, which is the struggle that I was having. And since doing that, I actually feel a lot less stress and pressure about the vast amount of uncoloured books that I have. So I'm hoping it's going to keep working for me, and I will show you that in my colouring space, kind of how I've got it all set up in the way that I love now. So other books I got in January, I also got Carla Magana's Cosmetica and Carla Magana's Tropigoth. I have really been removing most of my Amazon print books. There's very few that I've kept. They're very particular or illustrators that I love, and they're just really not keeping in the pile lately. So this one has survived so far, but whether, you know, because I really do like the portraits in them, and I did like the Tropigoth. It was just, you know, when you're paring your collection down into things that you just know you're not going to colour, and it's just time to get rid of things, and it was time. The other book that I bought in January was Mythographic Darkest Desires, one of the new Mythogoria books, and I've decluttered it. It's gone. I know, the sad, sad truth. They're beautiful books, but the paper's not quite as nice as my Mythographic, and because I also have night terrors, not that I get night terrors, but I have the Mythographic night terrors book, which is actually a Mythogoria book. You know, when you're flipping through things and you own a billion books and you just know you're not going to colour in a book. So I really have been kind of, you know, being more aware of the limited amount of space that I have, and just, yeah, passing things along to people. Like I say, I do have quite a few things I need to put up on eBay to get rid of, I think, and it's just another one of those things in the long list of things I need to do that may or may not get done. So we are now into February. I have to say 2024 was a much better year for me for purchasing less in regards to colouring, but I do think that's also probably because I haven't really coloured a lot in 2024, so I'm not going to take too much credit for anything. The other thing I did get, I had a voucher and I bought the 72 set of King Art gel crayons, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I love gel crayons. And I use mine dry with a brush, but they are a wet medium. You can use them wet if you like. I just don't feel the need to. And I've got quite a few brands and I love them all. I've got budget, I've got more expensive. These can be really expensive here in the UK, but I did manage to find the big box for a really, really good price. They were on sale and I kind of got them at a more but I can't remember what I paid for them, but it was a bargain price. It's the lowest I've ever seen them go, and I grabbed the big box. Did I need them? Absolutely not. If you guys have seen my drawer full of gel crayons, you know I didn't. But I'm not sorry I got them. I use these things all the time. I find the King Art colour range to be a really nice set of more artist grade colour, kind of more neutral, natural. She says with all the bright blues and oranges in her hands, but you know, a lot more of a usable colour palette. And I was just super wanted them. So I got them. And I'm not sorry, I love them. I use them all the time. The other thing that I purchased in February, and it was possibly a little bit late to the game, but I did get the Ruby Charms Creative Companion for 2024. I haven't seen this for 2025 so far, unfortunately, so I've made my own journal this time round. But I have used and loved this thing to death. I put my own little tabs in, which is also a part of the haul that you're going to see. And yeah, I have just super loved this thing and really used it for all my colouring and hobby information for the year. I am keeping it because obviously it's got all my pages in and things like that, and they're just nice to keep hold of. I don't colour in them because it's not my kind of thing, but I have really liked this, and definitely a purchase that I'm not sad about. From there, I bought another pencil case. I got a new pencil case for my Prismacolors because the one I was using was technically a marker case. So all the little slots were too big and my Prismas kept sliding in and out, and they were kind of rubbing into the middle. And if you guys know a Prisma, you know how soft they are, and they were just getting kind of trashed, rubbing against the middle of my case. So I did buy a new one, and I moved my glitter gel pens into my other one. What else did I get? I bought, don't ask me why, but as a gift from the year before, I believe, I got a couple of the Black Widow sets gifted to me. Now I have a full Black Widow set. I'm just going to drop this down a little bit. And I do use and love the Black Widows. I find the sets a bit annoying, but it is what it is. And I do have a full spare set of these now. So these were the last kind of holdouts from everything that I had collected as a spare set. So I got the Scorpion set and the Dark Tone Skin set, and I now have a full set of spare Black Widows. Why I have that, I don't know. I do think I panic buy sometimes with spares of some of my favourites in case, you know, things happen and they disappear. I don't know. FOMO is real. I mean, I don't regret buying them because I kind of, you know, been keeping an eye out and getting the different packs when they've come down to, like, you know, in the sale, been a good price, just grab them as I've gone along. But it's probably going to be years before I actually need these in any way, so who knows. But I have a full spare set now, so well done me. From there, I did buy, as I was saying, this set of 240 sticky tabs. So a little bit intense, I think, but they were only a couple of quid, and they came in these really cute pastel colours, and they're what I used on my journal. And I figured, like, you know, I am a notebook fanatic, so I'm pretty sure they will get use in my books, and I love a good sticky tab, so not a regret. They're in my spares drawer, and I do use those as well. I got sent to me, I think, a set of the Guangna acrylic paint markers. These are the 2-colour pens, so you get 60 colours, but it's 30 pens because they're a different colour each side. I've said this before and I will say this again. They're nice pens, but you're not going to get that acrylic opaque finish that you'll get from an actual paint pen with an acrylic brush tip. And you just don't. And that picture I showed you earlier in the Enchanted Faces, that kind of more streaky grey, was from these. And although I haven't done so far, I mean, this is practically brand new. I've not really used it. So this is going in my declutter, and this is going to be going. Decided and gone. Didn't know I was going to do that, but that happened. So what else? I also received, I believe about this, possibly at the same time, maybe, is it by the same people that also make these? I got the super golden markers also sent to me. I've got videos on these and the guangna, like little trying and review kind of first impression videos, and if you watch that video, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get, these were a set of 12, and these 11 pens were beautiful. They're remarkably golden, metallic. I do believe that they are a pigment ink, and they're very, very metallic and beautiful, and they're in a proper nib, so that you push down, and these are little shaker pens, and 11 of them were beautiful, and the 12th one just the paint just would not mix. So I believe it was another green is the one I'm missing, so I just binned the crap one. And I do like these. I don't use them often, mainly because I forget my shiny embellishments, but I do like these, and the hype is kind of real. These were a hot minute in 2024. I saw them on a lot of channels. I do believe you can also get these in the medium nib. These are kind of the extra fine, because I do like that for detailing. I wouldn't use these as a background. I'm not a super fan of that kind of look, but for detailing, kind of beautiful. And obviously you get a really nice array of metallic and then kind of fun colours. So I have those. Keeping those, I do actually really like those. I did also purchase myself, because I love the uniball signo, and I did actually purchase 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8-pack of colours of the uniball signo metallic in February. I've used these a tiny little amount, mainly because I've got some others that I'm using up, but they're in my gel pen pencil case, ready to use. And I did also get a set that had, I think, gold, silver and white. I go through these pretty intensely. I do love me a uniball white. You can see there's not a whole lot left in this one, and these I use an awful lot. I always kind of have a couple spare. I tend to buy the little 3-packs, so I did also buy some of those at the same time. Love these, use them all the time. I think I'm definitely going to like these. They're always a nice quality of the uniball, but I haven't really used them so far, but only really because of the sheer amount of other gel. Why do I buy more gel pens? I don't know. I have actually not bought any gel pens for quite a long time, on the plus side, because I've realised just how many I have and that I need to not buy them. Also in February, I purchased the Colouring Heaven Magic Jaws Pocket Size Edition. So Colouring Heaven have come out with slightly smaller pocket size versions of their books, and it intrigued me enough to pick it up when I was at the supermarket. But you know, when I was doing my declutter and going through everything, I just know I never colour the Colouring Heaven. I've decluttered so many of them, and for the most part haven't purchased them in a long time. It just really did pique my interest, but I knew I wasn't going to colour in it, so I did give that one away. That takes us into March, and I've already had quite a few items that I've used and not used there, that I own and don't own. But for March, I bought, where's my super crazy big folder. I haven't separated these all out because it's just far too difficult to do so. But in 2020... I'm trying to think when I got my first set of tooli art paint pens. It might have been towards the end of 2023. But for 2024, my tooli art pen affair has become like a full-blown romance for sure. And my husband always buys me packs of these as gifts, like all the time. So I have loads of them, and in March he got me a confetti set, which is, because I have these like in their set still, oh yeah, which is these kind of bright fun kind of, I don't know, like floral colours. Super fun, love those. And I got myself the green set, which is obviously these ones here. Love them, don't regret them. These are not cheap, but they kind of do them in little separate packs, and from what I've seen before so far, there are like a billion colours of these things. They're really nice. I use mine to highlight and edge. I don't like underdrawing with these, and I have used them for backgrounds in smaller pages because I'm a little bit precious, even though I have a million of them. But I do really enjoy these, and I'm very pleased with the sheer amount of acrylic paint pen colours that I have in that range. Oh, that's heavy. Right, so not a regret for me. The books that I bought in March all were sent to me, because I can't remember at this point what was what. I got A Million Baby Animals by Lulu Mayo. It's a super cute one, is this one. I haven't touched it, haven't worked in it. It's nothing against the book, obviously I have so many. And it is super cute, and it has survived my declutter, and I am keeping it. They're on really nice paper, the Lulu Mayo books, but they're kind of a shiny weird paper that only certain pencils like, and it is a bit of trial and error to find the right mediums for these things. But yeah, this one is super cute, and I have kept that one. I also bought Doya Kukisi's book 9. I always buy these in the grayscale. They come in the slightly nicer version of the Amazon print papers. She is, if you've watched my most favourite must-buy colouring illustrators, she is one for me. I immediately purchase her books when they pop up. It's just, at this point, certain illustrators for me are just a collection, and I just own all their books, even though I only colour about a page a month. So I do have that one. Absolutely no regrets. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever had one of hers that has let me down. It's probably why she's one of my absolute must-buys. I was then also sent the 3 Wei Shan Ong books. I can't remember the name of the series now. They're beautiful portrait books, but I really did, when I did my declutter, have to sit and think. They're on the plain Amazon print. If I'm going to pull a portrait, I've got a certain favourites that I'm going to pull from, and I did actually give away all 3 of those books, although beautiful, and I have since slightly regretted not still owning one of them, because it's kind of super beautiful, and I'm resisting. I'm not going to rebuy it. I'm going to not be that ridiculous, because I have so many books and it's fine, but they are beautiful books, and it is her new set that she has come out with, and they're available on Amazon, obviously, because they are Amazon print. But yeah, I did declutter them. I also bought a Matchstick Mouse, A Big Adventure. Again, this is one of my must-buy series. It's only the Matchstick Mouse that is a must-buy series for me, not a Morgan O'Brien as such. But I do always just grab the Matchstick Mouse when they come out. I absolutely adore these books. There's more books than there is time for me to colour, so most of them look like this, rather completely uncoloured, but I have done this page here. This was actually a buddy colour. I do believe that's the only one in here. It is, but I've done a page. See, I am a colourist, I promise. I do actually get some colouring done. This is mainly an alcohol marker base except for the bird. And it was super fun. I struggled with the colours that I chose on this page, and I just got irritated and fed up halfway through. So it's not my favourite page and it's not the best done, but I don't hate it, and it is a page done, and I love those books, and of course will absolutely not be decluttering. The other book that was sent to me in March was A Beauty Close-Up Volume 1. That was an Amazon print book, and it was portraits, and I opted not to keep it. I did give that one away as well. In April, I purchased, because I am also a card maker, I have quite a lot of stencils, and I find stencils work really well as well for colouring backgrounds. And I got a really fun little set off Temu. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these in here. Is that going to do it? Of kind of background textures. And it came with quite a few. And I specifically did buy these for colouring, but they are of course going to be also very useful for cards, but because they're kind of like really pretty beautiful textures, I thought these would be really useful and fun. And I got quite a big set for like a really good cheap price. I think, was that the whole set of that? I think so. Yeah, I do believe so. All my smaller ones are in here, so like a really good price on Temu. No regret at all. Love those. I've hardly used them, but they last forever, so it's not a problem. And they are really nice stencils, very useful. And then book wise, I bought or received 5 books in April, and one was Mythographics Fairy Wonderland, and I mean, I didn't love it when I received it. I had pre-ordered it. I've stopped doing that with my Mythographic now because I just have too many, and I've noticed the only ones that I really do keep are the Cat and Bang ones. I just really love Joseph Cat and Bangs, but at this point I have so many I'm not even able to just automatically must buy even his. So yeah, I didn't keep the Fairy Wonderland. It's got some beautiful pictures in, but you know when you're flipping through a book and you just know there's so many in there that I'm just never going to get around to, and I'm not going to colour. So I did declutter that one. I was sent 2 Coloria, I don't know, books, the large mandalas books, and I've decluttered both of those. I gave those to my niece. She absolutely loves them. And I think one of those did go to Lily from Art Journey as well. I obviously received those free to review, so I gave those away. I didn't sell them. They're beautiful paper, beautiful books, but I'm really not doing any mandalas. I haven't done them for a long time. Realise it's just not one of the things that I like to colour. So I don't believe I've really kept any mandala books in my collection at all at this point. They are all gone. From there I did buy also, where did I put it? Where am I at? Yep, sorry, I'm getting confused. Hanna Karlzon's Tales from Atlantis. I'm not a mermaid colourist. I don't like colouring fishes, and I'm not a big under the sea kind of colourist, but again, she's just one of those illustrators that I just have to buy. It's a problem. But also, to be honest, I do actually really like quite a lot of the pictures in here. Yeah, there's certain ones that kind of, they don't do it for me, but there's enough that it's actually not been such a huge issue. and I strangely enough do not regret this purchase at all. They're beautiful books for the price. The fact that you can get these on Amazon is just, as always, amazing, and I love a hardback colouring book just because they look so nice on the shelf. I love a beautiful book. Got it, keeping it, won't be going anywhere. Haven't coloured in it, haven't touched it, but what can you do? I then also received as a beautiful gift R.J. Hampson's Moonlight Mischief, and this has been the start of a new favourite for me, and I've done a full video on his books and the books that I have in my collection from him, so you can watch that. It's got flips of all the books except for, I believe, Mountain King, because I didn't have it yet, maybe, so I'll show you that one in this video anyway. But if you want a full flip through of anything, by the way, being shown to you today in this video, pop it in the comments down below and I'll pop it up on the channel. But yeah, this I had a couple of his books years ago and I didn't keep them. I think it was his Little Houses. I didn't love them. It just didn't appeal to me, but these illustrations in here are just absolutely stunning. It is an Amazon print, and the hardback version is the biggest gimmick in the world, but I absolutely love these. Every one of the ones I've purchased since are in this hardback. Yes, I have paid more just to have them in a hardback version. They just keep so well and they're so beautiful, and I have done a page in this and I absolutely adore how this came out. I really enjoyed working on it. It was an alcohol marker base and Prismacolor pencils over the top, and yeah, had such fun with this one. It's got a little bit of a glitter gel pen in a couple of places and some white gel pen, and yeah, I've done a 1 page of him and bought about 4 more books, so yep, hauls versus reality it is. The craziness is real. From there, I also got the... Did I forget to pull them out? Oh, yes, I did. One moment. Always forget something. My husband purchased me the... Oh no, he didn't. He purchased me the other ones. I bought the 180 H&B because a lot of people have been talking about these, and they come in their own pencil case, which, you know, love that. And I purchased these to obviously try and to review and to test, and purchasing them was as far as I got. I can almost 100% guarantee these are basically the Arteza Expert pencils. You can always tell the minute you see a pencil that looks exactly the same as another, that, you know, essentially that is exactly what you're getting. And I will try and swatch and play with them and use them and then review them for you guys at some point. But as of at the moment, I've had these since May, and I mean, I haven't even swatched and sharpened them. I've done nothing with them. I do not thoroughly enjoy pencil cases with 1 zip. I mean, I have so many sets that I'm not going to purposely remove them from this one and purchase another one, but I do find them to be kind of not user friendly in any way at all when they're like this. There we go. And it does actually bug me, especially once they're in a big set like that, a 180. But yeah, lots of colours, affordable pencil case, affordable pencil set. I do have those, and I do need to actually try them out and see if they're any good. I did also get as a gift the Amazon Basic premium colour pencils. I have a set of these in a pencil case that I use, and I now actually have 2 spare sets of these, but I do really like them, so I don't find that to be a problem. They're quite soft, so you go through them a little bit quickly, you know, if you don't have a billion sets, but they're very, very affordable. And now that they're actually available in the UK, I did snag a couple of sets just in case they disappear again. I also received, as a beautiful gift, the Brunzeel Expression 72 set of pencils. I really like these. For kind of a student grade pencil set, these are really, really nice. I've used them a couple of times, and yeah, these are fantastic. I also like the look and feel of these pencils as well. So yeah, absolutely not a regret. Do really love those, and do use them. I then purchased, a couple of weeks later, kind of out of curiosity, the Brunzeel Design 48 set. These are kind of like, you know, the fancy artist edition version of their pencils. I've used them a tiny bit, so, you know, I can't say a whole lot about them. Do I feel like they're a million miles better than the student grade set? Not particularly, but I've hardly used them. I do like that these are round, and I mean the presentation of these is probably one of the most beautiful pencil sets like I've ever seen. I do have some out for a project that I'm currently working on. And they are beautiful pencils, and they were actually like, when I bought them in the sale, so quite an affordable price. It is why I grabbed them. I haven't snagged a pencil case for them yet. I do need to, so that I'll use them more. So I have those, have used them a little bit, do like them. Can't really decide whether, you know, if you're just colouring in colouring books, whether you could just snag the Brunzeel Expression set, to be honest, I reckon. That brings, I'm just trying to work out where I was. That brings me to July, right. So in July, I purchased I'm lost again. Let's see. Yep, a set of Paul Rubens oil pastels, which I also forgot to grab, for goodness sake, half a job. There we go. The normal Paul Rubens sets. I grabbed a few sets of oil pastels this year, as I say, because I do want to play with them. I did want to try them on the channel. I did do a couple of oil pastel, like trialing, error, how learning, and playing, a couple of videos with you guys, and yeah, these are, again, you know, nice pastels. They're very, very wet. They're very oily, they're quite soft, they're quite nice. Obviously it's quite a large colour range. This has 48 pastels in it, and again, hardly touched them. Really need to get some use out of those this year. See which sets I'm keeping. Right, let's see. So from there, I also bought a pencil case to put my Brunzeel pencils into, and I purchased Mythographic Wild Summer because, as I said, I'm a bit of a Joseph Kattenbang fanatic, and it is beautiful, this one, and I have kept it. I have not coloured in it. I know, it's a crime, but I do love it and it is beautiful. So I do have that one and I'm keeping. I also received nice little Town 14. Other day, I absolutely love the Tatiana Buggy Still Over books, and I had quite a lot of them, and I've just slowly given them away because now I know for a fact if I'm going to colour in a book like that, I'm going to pull a matchstick mouse. So I no longer have that one. I also received Astro Kawaii. The Kevin Teo artwork is beautiful. This is kind of more of a pocket-sized edition. And I do still currently have this one. Very beautiful. Haven't touched it, unfortunately. But I have that one. Let's see now. I also received Tiny Petite from Coloria. I did a flip through on that, and then I did give that to my niece because she adored it. So I no longer have that one. I did also purchase Matchstick Mouse A Rainy Day. I always grab these when they come out or when I notice them, and I am actually currently working on a page in this one kind of as we speak, so I had to go get it from my pal downstairs. Stunningly beautiful, these books. They're just so fun. I love that they're in like these little circles. This is the one I'm working on, so I've done a alcohol marker base so far, and I'm now just starting to work in with my pencils. Only I can make like the simplest page take forever to colour. So I have that one. I love that one, keeping that one, working in that one currently. I also purchased the Helen Elliston book 5 special effects book. I do have all 5 of her special effects books, and I do love these. I think they're a really good resource, so I still have that. And then I also grabbed R.J. Hampson's Around the World and Serendipity. And like I say, I've got flip throughs of these up on the channel so you can see them. I love these books. I haven't touched them, but I am keeping them. That brings us to August, which is also my birthday month. So the supplies that I bought or received in August, I bought these while out shopping. They're just a cheap pencil set. They're Deco Time 18 coloured pencils in a green set. Just wanted to try them, see what they were like, have a go with them. And they were fine. I'm not going to be keeping these. These are a second item that I'm definitely going to be decluttering right now, and they are going. There's nothing wrong with them. I just have so many pencils. There's no point kind of sitting on random pencils at this point. I also received as a gift the Avazar pencil set. I can't remember how many pencils are in this set. It's probably 120, but don't quote me on that. I'm not totally sure. Again, I can almost guarantee these are basically Arteza experts. White labelling at its best. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's probably 120 set. So I also have those. I have, again, not touched these. Not used or worked with these yet. I think because my brain sees them as an Arteza spare. It's kind of hard to, you know, pull out to use the pencils instead of just pulling for my Arteza first. But I suppose I need to trial them and play with them and do a review on them. So I have those, again, untouched. From there, I got a gift from my husband, because obviously for my birthday, some of these kind of multicoloured pencils. These are kind of really good for drawing rather than colouring, for sure. Now I quite like dot to dot, and I do have a couple of books, and I kind of really like the idea of using these for that. So I was going to declutter them, but I'm not, because I'm going to try them and see how beautiful they look being used in there. I just have to be a bit more careful not to make a mistake, because they won't rub out very well. I also received, because he's amazing, a set of tooli arts. He got me the pinks set, which I didn't even know was a thing, the jewel tones set, the yellows set and the southwestern set, so that really kind of bulked up my tooli art collection to the next level for sure. So he got me 4 packs of those. I also did purchase for a video that I wanted to do at the time, a set of Crayola Colours of the World crayons, which is kind of the skin colour, and this 120 set. I actually purchased a 24 set, which is in there, but my husband got me the big 120 set. So I just dumped my little 24 pack in there, and then I just keep my Colours of the World set kind of separate, but in the box like that. I've used these. I enjoyed myself, it was fun, and then I haven't used them again, but I am going to keep them, mainly because I think they might be useful for things on the channel more than I'm going to kind of like super want to pull out crayons when I own pencils. But I've kept them, and I don't see why not. From there, that takes us into September. It is my wedding anniversary in September, so he bought me more tooli arts. He got me a skin tones pack, a reds pack, and then he bought me this set of blacks and whites, and these are, I mean, fabulous. I think you get 10 of each, 10 black, 10 white, so they work really nicely. I have already used a couple of these, and I have them in my sets downstairs. The only thing I will say, I don't use these for backgrounds, which is kind of what I intended them for, because they're shiny, which I do find quite annoying. I like a more matte paint pen for my backgrounds, so I use these for kind of highlight and outlining, but not really my background. So the white has been a lot more useful in this set than the black, but I love the other colours of sets that he got me. I've hardly used them because I have so very many, but I really do enjoy when I'm colouring now, the fact that I can pretty much pick any shade of acrylic paint pen to match the outline that I want to do. So yeah, that's actually pretty amazing. I also received a soft pastel swatch chart from Lightwish. I have put that in my pile to give away, so that is gone. I received from Grabby a set of 18 glitter gel pens. The review for that and the acrylic dual tone markers that they sent me are both up on the channel, swatch and review. I haven't kept either of those. You will see why in the review when you watch it. So both of those are gone. I also purchased in September, Bookwise, A Frog's Tale, love it, haven't touched it. Matchstick Mouse Merry Little Christmas colouring book. Only really purchased this because I realised I didn't have it, and as I've said, absolute must buys for me, so it just finished off what was missing at the time in my collection. I also purchased, am I missing? I am. Where have I put it? Where are my Maria Trolley books? There we go. Right. Sorry. I also purchased R.J. Hampson's Mountain King. I had this on pre-order when I ordered my others and had to wait for it. It had not yet arrived. So I also own this one now. Again, I haven't coloured in it, haven't got to it, but do really love. There's a couple that I really want to colour in here. So bad. I've seen people do beautiful things in these books. I think that's what makes us purchase books more than anything else, is seeing the coloured versions that people come out with. I also did get Maria Troll's Shooting Star. Beautiful, these new books of hers. Really pretty. Again, I haven't touched it. Don't regret buying it at all, just haven't got to it yet. And then I also got, of course, because it's a must buy for me, Hannah Karlzon's A Merry Christmas. I bought it from imusic, so it's the non-English version, but I do believe Godjul means Merry Christmas. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, an absolutely stunning book. And as I was saying at the beginning about the other Christmas book, because I do have this one, I'm a lot more likely to colour in here, because I don't really colour Christmas at all, but I do love this book. Let's see now. We're now nearly at the end, and in October, November and December, I did not buy many things at all. But what I did buy and was sent to me was the Magical Worlds that I'd had on pre-order for forever. Absolutely love this one. Big Johanna Basford fan. She is a must buy for me. I have so far done this background. I'm just working on this page. This we did in the lightwish soft pastel video that I recently did with you guys. So you can see that one done in there. Just need to do the rest of the page. Might do that as a colour along actually on camera. That might be nice. It's been ages. And I also purchased, of course, Doya Kakise brought out Cosmos of Fantasy. So I also grabbed that one because, as I've said, it's not a choice, it's a must buy. So I grabbed that. Not sorry, but I haven't touched it. They're just added into my collection. And I, of course, did get Matchstick Mouse 25 Days of Kindness when that came out. So, again, I haven't gotten around to this one. But I have it. I love it. I'm keeping it. I did also purchase, because I cannot draw to save my actual life, but I'd really like to be able to add certain colouring elements to my pages. So I did get How to Draw Cute Characters in Stylish Outfits, and to be honest, in hindsight, this one I don't really love. It's not particularly one that is as useful as I thought it was going to be. But we'll see. I can see that being in a declutter very soon. And then I got How to Draw Everything, 300 drawing book for kids. I'm alright with it, it's fine. And this one I feel like is maybe a lot more useful for what I was thinking. Just got little everyday items that you can add into your page, and it kind of shows you how to do so. So that one I think is going to be a lot more useful for what I wanted it for. I was also sent, and I've just filmed a video on this cute little book by Creative Polar. She's a YouTuber here. She has a channel and she's done this book, It's the Little Things. If the video isn't already out, it will be soon, showing the full flip through of this super cute little book. I have started and I've done part of a page in here, and kind of super cute, and really love how that turned out. Really enjoyed working on that. This is kind of about as close as I'm going to get to kind of jumping on the whole cute and cozy bandwagon. It's not really my kind of colouring, to be honest, but I've really enjoyed this book, and that one is staying in my collection. For supplies for those 3 months, I also received or purchased, I'm gonna pause you, needed to pull a few things in. Coloria sent me the 24 nylon brush pen set in pastels, apparently 24 plus 2, so I'm assuming you get 2 water brushes, and you do. I haven't tried or even opened these yet, so I've got those, so I have very little opinion about those. Grabby sent me an updated pack of their glitter gel ink pens and a pack of their alcohol markers. This is their 48 set, I do believe, to try, and these will be coming up on the channel with you guys once I've played with them a little bit for an updated video with you. And then a beautiful subscriber sent me the 150 set of Chroma Flow. I know you guys are so fantastically wonderful. It surprises and shocks me every time. So yeah, Derwent now have 150 set of their Chroma Flow pencils, and I now own that big set. Beautiful. She knows how thankful I am. I have obviously spoken to her about that, and I received those in December. And yeah, that is the kind of ridiculous amount of stuff that I got in December in 2024. And yeah, it's probably my most restrained year since I started the hobby. As I said, quite a few of these things were sent to me, or gifts for birthdays or Christmas or anniversaries. So, you know, my purchases, I've been really good this year, I feel. Obviously, my book collection now, I'm at the point where I'm being very particular and selective about books that are entering and then especially staying in my collection for sure. After having done my massive kind of craft space rearrange and declutter, you know, I'm much happier in my space at the moment. It's much more user friendly, it's tidy, it's working beautifully for me and the hobbies that I'm currently most interested in. So yeah, I'm not overly what's the word even, I'm not upset by my purchases. I mean, I never am. You know, I think especially for me and the fact that I do spend a lot of my money on my hobbies, I feel like I was pretty well behaved for 2024. I got some beautiful items, I got some items that I'm really enjoying using, and I use them all the time. I got a few duds that I don't like, don't want, don't need, and have passed those on to people that will love, will use and will need those things. So to be honest, I don't even feel like those purchases were a waste, really. I never really do. I know people that do love to colour, so it's always nice to be able to pass those things on to other people to use. I am, like I said, a bit of a hoarder, but I do my best not to be super ridiculous or wasteful about that. So if it's something that is going to go bad or go to waste, then, you know, of course I do find a person for that thing to belong to. And apart from that, guys, I hope this video was informative, useful in some way. If there's something you've seen that you've got questions about, chuck them in the comments below. I always reply. And apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're even still with me, give me a thumbs up. Add Kiwi into your comment. You know who you are, people. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.